Mike Schneider here at BevNet Live, summer 2018. With the new Beverage Showdown winners, Jackie Green, Taylor Rossi of Simply Supreme. Jackie, you won the new Beverage Showdown.
We won.
How does it feel? Tell us a little bit about your product first, and then just talk about how you feel about winning.
I can't even, I'm numb right now. This is so surreal. I never thought that we were going to win. We wanted to win.
You need a hug? I think I should give you a hug.
Loves hugs.
We wanted to win, but there were so many fantastic brands presented. It's amazing.
Well, I think one of the things that really brought Simply Supreme to the forefront was the taste. Talk about how you came up with this product.
So Simply Supreme is a plant-based soup, and what we wanted was something that had a minimal amount of ingredients, but would have the biggest impact on one's body. Rather than, an energy drink or a coffee or a tea, we wanted to help people, literally help people, have sustainable energy throughout the day. And also, by having that fiber is so important for our gut. So giving benefits to people throughout the day, because we're all busy, and grab and go is so important right now. You're an executive, and you're constantly on the run.
I've also had a few, more than my share, I apologize, of your product during the event. So
we're gonna have great eyesight now. I heard you love the carrot ginger.
I'm guilty. So talk to me a little bit about product formulation. You're thinking, and one of the things that I noticed about the product is that there's a beautiful color palette, and someone's a designer here who has figured out that's how I should lay it out.
So we went with what was coming out of the earth, and literally it's a plant-based product. So it's zucchini basil and cucumber mint, tomato basil, things that the average person knows what they are. They don't have to double check it. They don't have to quick Google what is that ingredient. They simply know, it's butternut and Fuji apples. It's fresh tomato and basil. It's really your grandmother's soup in a bottle without any preservatives, any additives. Even our sugar is only coming from the plant itself or some local honey. And local honey, we all know, has a great benefit for your body. So this product gives to you constantly. Your body doesn't have to think about how to digest it and what to do with the ingredients. It knows exactly what to do with it, utilize the energy, and then you're able to function for the rest of the day.
All right, so you've been through the gauntlet, the new Beverage Showdown, the gauntlet essentially, and the judges gave you a lot of feedback up there. How are you going to decide what was the most important feedback? And tell us a little bit about some of the feedback that really resonated with you.
So what we heard over and over is that your packaging is just key. You have to communicate as much as possible very clearly about your product on your label. And that's certainly something that Taylor and I are going to go back in and work on diligently.
Absolutely. I mean, we both have a lot of passion about the brand and about each other. Obviously, she's my mother and I'm her son, so I want to make sure her dream succeeds, and I'm super invested in her and the brand itself. And I just want to make sure that our passion shows through our packaging. So when people buy that soup, they know exactly the passion and the brand that they're supporting behind us. There's
definitely a lot of passion. One of the judges was particularly focused on having you focus on an audience. I don't remember who that was, but it might have been me, who was saying, you had said in your presentation that we're for everyone, we're a soup for everyone. So and there was a lot of talk of you can't really you can't message to all of those audiences. And I wanted to just put you on the spot and say, well, what did you think of that, and what can you do?
I came in as part of my pitch saying I really want to hone in on the fact that I'm not a niche brand. I meet the masses. And I stand corrected, and I thank you for that, because we talked about it, we talked to a few other folks here, and the message really for us should be to hone in on our market itself and really find that client that is going to be loyal to us.
Customer at this point now. You're a product company. Yeah.
That we can continually feed, and they will continue to support us and grow that specific market, and then from there it'll just be a domino effect.
And we've heard a lot that you have to hustle one bottle at a time in the beverage space, no matter what size your company is. And we see that with founders like Lance Collins, who has Core Water, who's still arranging bottles on the shelves and really obsessed with how his product is moving. talk to me a little bit about your hustle and what you've learned from the people.
Oh, honey. So when I found out that I was going to apply for this, and oh, by the way, your deadline was May 11th, and I saw it on May 9th.
Oh,
so
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Way to prepare.
Hustle. But literally, I mean, the day that I had to put my video together, that day was a day of delivery, and the day prior was, getting all of the inventory into refrigeration and all the stuff that goes along with it. My weekends are spent at farmers markets. So I think at one point, I did Gucci and Prada, and now I do jeans and flip-flops and T-shirts. And I'm okay with it, because I am building my brand. We are. It's a family-owned business. There's 2 more sons and 1 husband at home, and they are all behind me all day long.
And every day we live, eat, and breathe Simply Supreme. Yeah. I'll call her at 10 o'clock at night saying, Mom, we got to figure something out here. She goes, Taylor, I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed.
Nope.
No. She knows that we're going to pick up the phone, send an email to the next client, and we're going to keep going until we can grow it. Because if we're working, we know everybody else is working as well.
So now you have to double down on Simply Supreme. You just won the new Beverage Showdown. The market opportunity is ripe. You've got other players in the space. You've got the Tio Gaspachos of the world who have sort of started this category for you. How do you see yourself entering the category in a way? What's the step from farmers, kitchen to Whole Foods essentially? What do you think you have to do to get there?
So I think really it's just about continuing to build our brand, and we strategically picked out mom and pop stores that we wanted to be in New Jersey to start, where we could build a brand awareness, where we could educate the client on this new space. I mean, soup in a bottle is new. It's a what?
I've been pining for this since I was a kid, I think, just drinking cold soup and when, the soup that's left over and going, this is amazing, and didn't know that I never knew that this was going to come along, right. And then it did, and this is amazing.
It's absolutely an education to the public. We've been successful with the retailers that we're in at this point. I can tell you that I have almost harassed a few stores by sending them photos of things on their shelf and then leaving that empty space for
photoshopping yours
Supreme.
in.
Yeah. What is missing
where it goes
on your
shelf.
shelf?
So you know where it belongs on the shelf.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm. We all do.
Yeah, so talk a little bit more about that. Where should it go, and how are you going to how are you going to seize that opportunity? How are you going to convince that with a crowded space, with the Tio Gaspachos of the world, with the Bone Broths of the world, that you belong in there?
Because we're that good. We are. You have your produce section that's refrigerated, and then you have produce in a bottle that has a minimal amount of easily digestible ingredients. And grab and go right now is so hot. What did they call it today or yesterday? One-hand dining.
Right.
And that's what we are. In our video, we used a really built yogi, and there was a comment that that didn't fit. Well, he's one of our biggest celebrities for our brand. I mean, he drinks it on a daily basis.
Now, are you finding that influencers on in social media are latching on to Simply Supreme, and what are they saying, and how's that helping? Is it helping?
So we haven't gotten into that market the way that we need to. And again, to go back to the grind, there is so much that we have to do on a daily basis.
There's a lot of touch points.
It really is, and it's not overwhelming because.
Taylor, I hope you're good at Instagram.
I am, and I try to help her with the Instagram as much as possible. And the food bloggers that have talked about it really raved about our product as being a grab and go. They're in the hustle and bustle. They like to take it on the go with them as well. But touching back to your other point about the category that we're in, we love the competition because there's other people talking about the category, using marketing and education.
Educating, yep.
And leading the way for us to come through and help them grow that category as well. So while there's competition, we're kind of in the same playing field in the sense that we're all looking for the same optimal goal.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what you do. I mean, there was a lot of great feedback around how the product makes you feel, around health and wellness, around other value propositions within the category, to see which ones you kind of grab onto as your differentiators and how your label evolves. I really love the fact that the product comes through, and I hope that continues to be the case.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. So what's next for Simply Supreme from a roadmap perspective? Any new flavors on the horizon, or
we do have a few other flavors, but what now, based on the information that we were fortunate enough to receive here, We're going to go back and work on that. We're going to go back and work on our label. We would like to work on our shelf life space a little bit because we do have 60 days. But if we can extend that a little bit more, that would be fantastic. Not too much because it is a fresh product, and I don't want it to be on the shelves longer than that. I want you to grab it, go, and get healthy.
Yeah. Want the last word?
We just want to keep the integrity of the product. We're looking forward to the opportunity. This is a big, big, big win for Simply Supreme and Jackie and myself, and we're looking to take it to the next level. So.
Well, hey, thank you very much for being in the new Beverage Showdown. Simply Supreme, champions of the new Beverage Showdown, BevNet Live, summer 18. I just want to let you know that BevNet Live Winter 18 early registration's open. Save a bunch of loot by registering today. Hopefully, we'll see you guys in Santa Monica. And thanks so much for supporting us, for watching the live stream the last couple of days. And we look forward to seeing you in Santa Monica. And thanks again to our sponsors, ADM and Zuckerman Honickman.